What's going on, my PT peeps and Walking Dead family? Welcome to the PT channel. I'm One Eye Bri, back to talk about The Walking Dead Season 10, Fear the Walking Dead Season 5, and a couple other things going around about The Walking Dead. So obviously, spoiler warning for The Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead comics, all that stuff. If you're worried about spoilers, please stop watching as I don't want to ruin anything for you. But The Walking Dead Season 10 filming starts next month. May 6th is the early word, and I believe we're going to see a lot of Alexandria, a lot of Hilltop, a lot of things from the comics for the potential Whisperer War that'll probably happen in Season 10. Are we going to get a Season 11, Season 12, and so forth? We don't know. I just am thankful to have a Season 10 of an awesome show, The Walking Dead. And it's just crazy, since I've been on YouTube for so many years now, so many people love the show, so many people love to hate on the show. But I'm a ride or die person for the show. I'm a loyal fan for the show, for sure. And I love The Walking Dead, but we're going to lose characters in Season 10. And right now, we don't know who it's going to be besides Michonne, because Denai Guerrera is done after Season 10. Is she going to leave Alexandria and go after Rick? Most likely, right? But we're going to see hopefully some more filming around Alexandria, and when they film at Alexandria, that's right around downtown Sonoy, where they filmed Season 3 of The Walking Dead, the town of Woodbury, and it's right there. And hopefully we'll get some information from the Spoiling Dead fans and other sources, and the Not Dead family, and really all the awesome people that are out there in the Georgia heat and the Georgia sun, because it's hot in the summer when they're filming. And they film from May to November, with about a break of a week or two in August typically. So we're going to be getting information as it trickles in, but none just yet. And I know everybody wants to know everything that's going to happen with the show before it happens. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people who are interested in spoilers. But Alexandria should be a key area of involvement because we only have so many communities left, right? We have Alexandria and the Hilltop, and that's it. The sanctuary has fallen. I guess they could rebuild the sanctuary. That'd be kind of cool. And they could rebuild the kingdom, but we just don't know if that's ever going to be a plan of attack for the show and the series. Also, Hilltop should be the other point of interest because if you know the comics, and I'm not trying to spoil the comics, you know the Whisperer War basically involves Alexandria and the Hilltop. But do the Whisperers know about any other communities besides the kingdom and Hilltop? We never saw them outside of Alexandria. We saw them outside of Hilltop. So the Hilltop is on set, on studio of the studio that AMC owns. So I would assume they're going to be on set at the studio a lot, which isn't good for spoilers because if we don't see anything, or if the Walking Dead fans don't see anything or anyone around town, then it's tough to see some information. But I've seen ridiculous stuff going around about Carl. Again, this is the summer of speculation, and I saw this one group on Facebook, and they're like, Carl might be coming back. We could get Carl back, man. And people are like, how? He got killed. And the person's like, we never saw the body. We heard a gunshot, but we never saw the body. Are you serious? No. We saw Rick and Michonne bury Carl. They moved on from Carl. Carl was gone. If any chance of Carl returning, it's in a flashback. And they're like, the movies. It could happen in the movies. The movies! Really? The movies aren't something that is going to connect like that in my eyes. They could, but the big thing that I want to see is this. Rick and Michonne need to reunite, maybe in the first movie, maybe in the second movie, maybe in the third movie. Who knows? But it needs to happen. And I really hope that they have a plan for Michonne. And according to Angela Kang, they're going to have a meaty storyline or some sort of adjective saying that she's going to be a big part of Season 10, and we have to see what happens. Denai Guerrera was on Jimmy Kimmel, and she didn't really say anything because she's not going to. She's smarter than that. She's not going to slip up and be like, yeah, I'm going to do this, and this is what's going to happen. Maybe she doesn't know exactly. Maybe she doesn't want to give up the information. Of course not. But I thought it was interesting in that interview, she talked about being Okoye in Black Panther and Michonne, and she had to really do a lot of work between some filming of The Walking Dead and Infinity War and Black Panther. It's got to be pretty awesome to play two badass characters in two huge series. But the radio is the point of interest, and they did it on purpose. Kind of a little cliffhanger, big cliffhanger, however you want to think. But it has us talking. But to me, I really don't care that much about it because we're not going to get anything from it just yet. I don't even think they're going to come back to the radio in the first couple episodes. Probably in the middle of Season 10, maybe the mid-season finale, mid-season premiere type of thing. We'll have to see. Does Judith intercept a message? Is it Eugene? Is it Father Gabriel? Is it Rosita? Is it, Ezekiel? How is it going to go down? We just don't know. And it's just something that we have to wait and see. No one died. It wasn't like the Negan lineup, so we don't have to really worry about stuff. but are we going to get the comic part with Stephanie and Eugene? Probably, right? I mean, it makes sense. If they're going to open up this whole large world of things, it should be that important for Eugene to connect with Stephanie and the Commonwealth. If we're going to go to Ohio, or Pittsburgh, or DC, or Texas, or Mississippi, or across the pond, or an aircraft carrier. Is it going to connect with Fear the Walking Dead? I doubt it. Based on the timeline of things, Scott Gimple said that season 5 of Fear the Walking Dead is going to take place still in the timeline of episode 816 to 901 of The Walking Dead. So they're going to be way before the current 6-year time jump of The Walking Dead. So what's the future of Fear looking like? Because you're going to have The Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, the Rick Grimes movies, and a new spin-off show that I talked about in another video. But that's a lot of Walking Dead content, whether it's Fear or whatever the new series is called, and The Walking Dead and the Rick Grimes movies, but we have super spin-offs. Now, a lot of talk has been about Madison, because Kim Dickens said she would love to return as Madison Clark. Well, a lot of people would love to return to certain characters, but is it going to happen? Should it happen? Should it make sense? You might see the video that Althea recorded. That's a good way for flashbacks. But Kim Dickens, I doubt, is going to be on the radio as Madison Clark, because she wrote this. And I had this in another video. And please share this to anyone and everyone who thinks Madison Clark is still alive. KG Dickens is Kim Dickens. It's been an honor to play such a strong, badass, empowered, fierce leader. I'll miss playing Madison Clark, but she will always be with me because it's me. Thank you all for watching. I'll miss playing Madison Clark. So she's gone, and that's okay. But what I want to know is what's happening with these three. What's going to happen with Father Gabriel, Sadiq, and Rosita? And I guess supposedly Avi Nash might have spilled the beans or slipped up and said that Rosita's baby is a boy. I'm not sure if it was at a Walker Stalker convention or an interview or a panel. And is it that big a deal if it's a boy or girl? Not really, but if Rosita has the baby, we'll have to see. But what's going to happen with Father Gabriel going forward? He's the head of the council. He signed the charter, and you know how I feel about the charter that was signed at the kingdom at the fair. We'll see if he's in danger. Is he going to have his comic death? Potentially, right? We'll see if it goes down the way it does in the comics, or does someone else get that death? Hopefully it happens, right? What's going to happen with these two? And I know every season, every year it happens, and people are like, when's Daryl and Carol going to get together? I just don't see it happening. And to be honest, if Daryl's going to end up with anybody right now, it's probably Connie. I don't think it's Carol personally. I think Carol and Ezekiel, that whole dynamic, and Carol and Daryl won't have a romantic relationship. As for Negan, what's going to happen with Negan? We got to release the Negan, right? It has to happen. He's got to come to the rescue again and fight the Whisperers. He's got to fight Beta. I mean, come on, that has to happen. If you know the comics, it's a big deal. It's a big moment in the Whisperer War, and I think we need some big moments during the Whisperer War, for sure. But what's going to happen with these two? I feel like Ezekiel dies in the first half of the season, and I feel like Michonne leaves to go find Rick. Who's going to run Alexandria? Maybe Negan, maybe Father Gabriel. But if Denai Guerrera is only going to be in a handful of episodes, is it just in the first half, the second half? We just don't know, but right now it says a handful of episodes. The other news is that Lauren Cohan wants to come back. She's not done with Maggie Rhee. I'm not sure the dynamic of it. I'm not sure the writing. I'm not sure the specifics, but she wants to be back for season 10. Angela Kang wants her back, and really everybody wants her back. I want to see how her dynamic is with Negan, with Daryl, with Michonne, with the Whisperers, and leading Hilltop. I want Aaron to be a badass fighter. I want him to be the new Jesus. I want him to be a mix of Merle with a prosthetic hand. Put a blade on that thing, man. You need to do it for sure. And you need to be kicking butt and taking names. Whatever Jesus taught you, you need to use it in season 10 and beyond. As for Tom Payne, he doesn't look like that anymore. He looks like this. This is him per his Instagram at the T Payne. Give him a follow for sure. And to me, he's done with the show, obviously, as he got killed off in episode 808, 809. And he had his little flashback moment, but he's not coming back. So we'll have to see what happens. But a lot of people are talking about Carl and Madison and this and that. And I just don't see it happening. I mean, just think logically, guys. If someone got killed on the show, they're not coming back unless it's a flashback moment. Carl could come back in the movies as a flashback. Like Rick is at some community, he sees some young kids or he sees a teenager and he sees someone that resembles Carl, And Chandler Riggs could film that, and he could just see that as Carl, and it's not actually him, kind of like he saw Shane in Woodbury in season 3. Could be the same type of thing. I'm down with that. It could happen, but we'll have to see. So I know it's not much. We'll have to get more information as it comes in. So please hit that subscribe button and become a valued member of our PT channel, Walking Dead family. And remember, guys, with hard work, dedication, belief, and sacrifice, you can truly achieve your goals. Believe in yourself. You can do it. It's about love, support, staying positive, making memories, and as always, tell them, Daryl.
Yo, we love you guys. Honestly, thank you.